Global reserves are, I've said this time and time again, but we are at the lowest point that we've been in 30 and 40 years across the world. Saudi Arabia is at zero on their exports. This has only ever happened one other time in history where they've got this low. So oil is going to be the catalyst here. Is that going to be because the U.S. comes out tomorrow and says, we're stopping exports and everything kicks off? I don't know. But I do think there's going to come a point where we can no longer be an exporter. We're going to have to take care of ourselves. And this goes all the way back to Triffin's dilemma. So if you don't understand what happened in 1944, when we became the global reserve currency, we were the largest creditor nation at the time. We had the most gold at the time. And because of that, we were able to kind of use that leverage to be able to negotiate and make sure that the dollar was the global reserve currency. And Triffin's dilemma basically means you hollow out your manufacturing, you export your inflation overseas because other currencies are going to depreciate against your, global reserve currency, and everybody's going to have to purchase your currency to continue to keep it strong. And that's exactly what's happened. I mean, you saw it during COVID. We didn't have toilet paper, right? Like all the pharmaceuticals that we use on a regular basis here in the U.S., the consumption that we have on things, it is predicated on our ability to get things from global counterparties. And tariffs helped that some. I don't know that they had the effect that Trump was hoping for, and now they've been overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court. And who's the guy that was made a bunch of Howard Lutnick? I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but he bought all the options that those were going to be overturned at a significant discount. I think he made a couple $1 billion on that deal. So good for him. But all I have to say, that is a way that we could stimulate the economy, but that inflation just gets passed on to the consumer by the companies. They have to pay higher costs in order to be able to get stuff here until they relocate their manufacturing. And it's painful. It's not a fun thing to do. It's unpopular, and that's why I think Trump did it in his last term here and not his first term. Because you can do things that are unpopular in your last term because you're not trying to get reelected. Even though there has been some crazy stuff out there about him running for a third term. The only president that we had for 3 terms, I think, was Washington, which is our first president. And they wanted him to run again. He said, no, we need to put some bylaws in here and make changes where we can't have a king of the U.S.